So I'm just getting ready to put it live on YouTube. I've not started the recording yet, though.
I see on screen we are on YouTube now.
Mhm. And I will start the recording for this as well.
Right. So 7:01, we can call to order. I do not believe we had any changes to the agenda, unless there are any this evening. Seeing no heads nodding. All right, with that, I'll look for a mover of the agenda, please. Moved by Councillor Loreen, seconded by Councillor Wood. Questions or comments? Seeing none. All right, all in favor? So moved, thank you.
Aye.
Oh, Gary's there. All right. On to declaration of conflict of interest or pecuniary interest. I'll declare myself on 8.2. If I go with what we went with on Monday, we have Councillors Wood and McBride both declaring on item 8.4. Is that
Yes.
confirmed? Yes, thank you. Councillor Wainman had declared on 8.3, but he's not with us this evening on the meeting. So delegations, presentations, or petitions. We did have the RCMP report with Corporal Howlett on Monday night. There were a couple of items that he pointed out to us. I don't believe there are any follow-ups from then, but again, as he stated then, if there are any follow-ups or any special requests that council would like me to reach out to him with, please send them along and I'll make sure to do that. So again, I do not believe we have anything under public question period. So we can move on to adoption of the minutes of the August 10th and 12th, 2020 council meeting. We'll look for a mover, please. Moved by Councillor Wood and seconded.
So moved.
Moved by Councillor McBride. Any questions or comments on the minutes? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
Thank you. On to the action items list. Were there any further questions or comments on the list tonight? Seeing none, thank you. On to new business. We have item 8.1, the 2020 Community Beautification Contest results. And recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby awards winners of the Town of Inuvik Community Beautification Contest as follows. Winner Circle Residential, Kelsey McDonald. Sorry, Grant, do you need me to read the dollar amounts and their addresses?
I don't think so.
Okay. First place commercial or organization is Arctic Chalet. Second place commercial or organization is Kings Road. Third place commercial or organization is Lighthouse Church. First place residential is Bev Garvin. Second place residential, Karen Lang. And third place residential, Mary McCrae. May I have a mover of the motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Councillor Loreen, seconded by Councillor McBride. Any questions or comments on the contest results? Seeing none. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
Thank you. So moved. On to item 8.2, the fees and charges policy amendment. I will declare conflict here and hand the chair over to Deputy Mayor McDonald.
Okay. So item 8.2 is the request for council decision on Town of Inuvik fees and charges policy FM.021. It's the boot camp fitness class. We'll be moving, would like to move from the high school gymnasium to the Midnight Sun complex. There is a fee structure attached to the information in front of you in regards to the payment. So I will read the motion that the Town of Inuvik Council hereby adopts the amended fees and charges policy FM.021 Schedule A as presented. Do I have a mover?
So moved.
So Councillor Wood.
I'll
Second it.
Okay, seconder. Councilor Moreau. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
So moved. Okay. We'll wait for the mayor to join us again. Thank you. Back to you,
Okay,
Mayor.
thank you very much. On to item 8.3, the waiving of the tipping fees for fire debris at 85 Wolverine. You do have a brief before you. So recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby approves waiving the tipping fees or debris, waiving the tipping fees for debris resulting from the August 29, 2020 fire at 85 Wolverine. I'll look for a mover, please. Moved by Councillor Wood, seconded by Deputy Mayor McDonald. Were there any questions, comments, or discussion on this item? Seeing none. All right, with that, we'll call to a vote. All in favor?
Yes.
Thank you. Any opposed? I don't believe
Can you let Ray?
there's anyone left. All right. Thank you. So moved. All right, on to, oh, what was that? Okay, sorry. Item 8.4, the taxi driver request for reinstatement of permit. We do have Councilors Wood and McBride declaring conflict on this item. So I do see that they've both muted themselves and left the video. Recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby upholds the appeal of the transfer of the owner-operator permit for taxi number 21 to Mr. Salah Eldin Ab Mohammed, allowing Mr. Mohammed to obtain the required permit. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Deputy Mayor McDonald, seconded by Councillor Loreen. Questions, comments, and discussion on this item?
Could I just clarify, because the motion is a bit confusing being in a positive, although I know that's how we have to write them. So if we're voting in favor, we're saying the appeal goes ahead. And if we're voting against it, we're saying we don't agree with being able to purchase the license. Am I understanding correctly?
Yes.
You're understanding correctly. Just the appeal is basically this vote. So either if we vote in favor, then we allow the permit to be transferred. If we vote against, then the permit cannot be transferred to this individual.
Thank you.
So if there are no further questions at this time, I will call it to a vote. All in favor? See one. And opposed?
Opposed.
So motion is defeated. Thank you, everyone. On to the bylaws. Item 9.1. Recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby gives first reading to bylaw 2653 HNS 20, the solid waste collection bylaw. I'll look for a mover, please. Moved by Councillor McDonald, Deputy Mayor McDonald, my apologies, and seconded by Councillor Barlick. Questions, comments, or discussion on this item? I am seeing none. Well, that I'll call to a vote. All in favor?
Yeah.
So moved. Councillor McBride, just for your own knowledge, you are still muted. There we go.
Yes.
Okay. So second recommendation will be that Inuvik Town Council hereby gives second reading to bylaw 2653 HNS 20, the solid waste collection bylaw. I'll look for a mover, please.
I'll move.
Moved by Councillor McBride, seconded by Councillor Barlick. We'll call to a vote. All in favor?
Yes.
Thank you. So moved. With that, we move on to our department head reports. Recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby adopts the following department head reports as presented. 10.1, the Public Works Report. 10.2, the Planning and Development Report. 10.3, the Community Services Report. 10.4, the Economic Development and Tourism Report, 10.5, the Senior Administrative Officers Report, and 10.6, the Protective Services Report. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Salatke, seconded by Councillor Loreen. Questions, comments, or discussion on the reports? Councillor Baerleck.
Hi, so I just had a quick one because I heard some people asking a bit about it. Do we have any idea about opening of the pool? Do we have any ETA on when that may happen? I know we're a bit subject to the rules around that, but is there any window where we could see it opening in the semi-near future?
Sure. So,
Go ahead.
SEO Hood, you can take that one. Go ahead.
At this point, in the foreseeable future, it will not be opening. We are actually doing some foam jacking and some repair work on it. It's going a little slower than anticipated, but once that's done, we have not heard anything from the public health officer as to currently the pools would be allowed to be open under phase 3, and we have not reached that phase. The public officer has not reached that phase yet.
Sorry, just to follow up, so there's no opportunity to develop any type of operational plan to get an exemption within phase 2, or just strictly phase 3 period?
Well, we might be able to look at it right now, but given that it's probably at least 2 to 3 weeks away for the pool to even be putting water in potentially. But we could develop something and see. We can also check and see what Yellowknife and other places are. I know that Hay River had stated their pool wasn't opening for a while yet, earlier in the summer. So, and it is, the pool is one of the more complicated ones. We know that there is talk about even lane swimming, of how there's talk about having 2 people in one lane, but if they pass each other, one person's inhaling, the other person's exhaling, that could have an issue, and has been expressed. So we will take it under advisement, and we'll take a look and see what we can come up with.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. Just if it's even possible, I think it would be a great Christmas present to the town, we'll say, if we would be able to open it even in a limited capacity, say by sometime in December. Obviously understanding we need to qualify for an exemption and have certain rules in place to do that. So, but I think now is the time to start seriously thinking about that, because it may take a bit of time to develop and a bit of back and forth if there's even an opening to get it done.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. Was there anything further on the reports this evening? I'm seeing and hearing none. All right, with that, we'll call to a vote. All in favor?
Yes.
Thank you. So moved. Lastly, we had the strategic priorities chart, or I shouldn't say lastly, sorry. Council concerns. Was there anything further this evening? I'm seeing none. Thank you. We do not have in camera tonight, so I will look for a motion to adjourn, please. Oh, sorry, Councillor Salatke. Council concern?
Sorry, I have a bit of a delay going on my computer. I should have mentioned this actually during the reports, but was somebody who reached out to me. It's really small, but perhaps if we could look forward into the calendar for the future. I guess the gym was closed on Labor Day and there hadn't been any notifications, so people calling in only found out the day before that it was not going to be open. So perhaps if we could post a calendar. I know it's probably on the town calendar that not enough people follow, but if we could do a posting on Facebook just to let people know, or on the door, that would be really great.
Shall do.
Thank you. So if there is nothing else then, oh, Councillor McDonald. Sorry, Deputy Mayor McDonald.
I'll use your microphone. So actually adding to Councillor Salaki's comment, perhaps given the restrictions and the tight timeframes that people have to be able to sign up, we could actually look at having an employee employed at that time, so we could be open on the holidays when people are off as a secondary option as well. Because that did come to me as well. I was going to bring it up at one of our administration meetings, but since it's public here, I think that is something we should look at in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure that administration will take that back and reassess.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Now I will look for a motion to adjourn. Made by Counselor Salaki. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening. We'll see you soon.
Grant, can I call you in just a minute about something unrelated?
Have
Yes.
a good night.
Okay, I'll call yourself. Thanks. Alana.